Hello and welcome to the Pulse Wire. I'm Todd Lees from Lotema Brokerage. Well, it's official. Last month was the driest September on Australian record, and they go back to the year 1900, which is certainly not good news for cereal and pulse farmers that usually rely on September rain to shore up their crop and to even boost yields on some occasions. Our Bureau of Meteorology is also forecasting a 70% chance of El Nino conditionings developing for the remainder of 2018. Now, El Nino, of course, means a bias towards drier than average conditions, which is not news that any farmer wants to hear today. Thankfully, though, Victoria and South Australia did receive some decent rainfall earlier this week, which will certainly be beneficial for cereal and pulse yields in those areas. Most of New South Wales and southern Queensland also received some handy rain this week, up to 2 inches in some places, which will be very welcome for some farmers or many farmers that are anxious to get away on their summer cropping planting program. Harvest is slowly working its way southwards from central Queensland, and headers should be in the paddock around Gundawindi by the end of this month. Quality of the Desi's harvested to date out of central Queensland has been a bit of a mixed bag, but in general, quality could be said to be fair to average. Farmers are still reluctant sellers though in that area, even though they've got Desis sitting in their silos. I think this just reflects a bias that the farmer has in general to the strengthening market and higher prices. And speaking of prices, not much change from those price indications that we gave last week. The lower Aussie dollar, which today is sitting around 71 cents to the $1, has helped contain prices at the current levels. New crop Desis are indicated around $685 delivered, fava beans at $690, and red lentils are in their low 400s. It's certainly worth noting that domestic prices are significantly higher than export parity, particularly for Desi chickpeas and fava beans. And while there may be limited export sales at these levels, it simply reflects the highly illiquid trading environment that currently exists, as farmers refuse to sell crop that they don't have in hand. Indicative production estimates for Desi chickpeas are between 200 to 350,000 tonne. For fava beans, it's 200,000 tonne to 300,000 tonne. Now, I know that's quite a range, but in this extremely difficult season that we've had, where we've experienced droughts and frost, it's extremely difficult for anybody to give a completely accurate estimate of production. On a side note, I'll be travelling in the next 2 weeks to Karachi, Dubai and Paris for the CL Expo. So if anybody is at those venues, it would be great to catch up for a chat if possible. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to catching up again next week.